Good afternoon, teacher. We are group number 4, and today we will present our TKT APE guide number 4. The objectives for this activity is to identify the strategies and techniques the teacher uses to correct the students' oral and written mistakes, to integrate a range of correction strategies to indicate slips and errors in learners. Finally, our class presentation will consist of the topic, my favorite movie, grammar, present simple, vocabulary, movies, genre, level 8th grade A1, ages 11 to 12 years old, skills, speaking and reading, and objective at the end of the lesson, students will be able to describe and talk about their favorite movies. And Elizabeth is the teacher, and we are the students. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy our presentation.
Okay, good morning, guys. Welcome to this new class. Today, our class is about the movies. Okay, let's remember what we saw last class. And it is about the movie genres. What is it about? The first one is thriller. Then we have mystery, drama, horror, war, action, musical, and superhero. You already know about this, so I don't have to give you a feedback again. Okay, so we saw last class also about present simple. This is our grammar. You know that we have to add S with third person. For example, I study, he studies. I cry, he cries. I play, he plays. You have to remember about this. Okay, I will ask you some questions about movies. And Erica, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie are Titanic.
What is the main character of Titanic?
My character is Jack.
I could see some mistakes about what you said. About what is your favorite movie? Are you sure that it is my favorite movie are Titanic?
No.
Yes, it is not correct because we have to use is Titanic. My favorite movie is Titanic. And in the second question, what is the main character of Titanic? Main character is Jack. Are you sure that it is correct?
Maybe the main with article.
Yes, with that, the main character is Jack because we are talking about a specific thing. Okay, but good job, Erica. Okay, I have another question. What does he do in the movie?
He loving Rose.
He loving Rose?
No, teacher. He loves Rose.
Right. You are right. Good job, Eric.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start with another activity. You have to write a sentence in present simple using the previous vocabulary. Okay, you have to write 2 sentences in 2 minutes.
Teacher, only 2?
Yes, Paola, only 2 sentences in 2 minutes.
Okay, teacher.
Teacher, and we can use the name of my favorite movie?
Yes, use the name of your favorite movie. It can be a comedy, adventure, or horror movie. Ready? Any other question? Nicole, is everything clear?
Yes, teacher, everything is clear.
Okay, well, work. Okay, time is almost over. Hurry up, guys. Well, time is up. Sorry. Now each one will share your screen with me and read your sentences. Okay, can you help me, Ariel?
Okay, teacher. My first sentence is, I like horror movies. My second sentence, the Star Wars movies are fantasy.
Okay. Oh, well, there is an error here. You should not use are because you are talking about a single movie and it is singular. Okay, I will show you how you write. You have a mistake in the, let me write. Okay, you have a mistake in the verb. Okay, let's continue. Nicole, could you share your screen?
Yes, teacher. Can you see my sentences?
Okay, read please.
I like the adventure and game movie. And the second one, it is about action and superheroes strong.
Okay, well, there are two errors. In the first, you use the third person, but remember that when you say I, it is not used because it is not the third person. You say likes. If you use she or he, you have to use S. Okay, in the second sentence, the order is wrong. When you give an adjective to a person, it always goes before the person being talking about a strong superheroes. Be careful and remember it for the test.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, Nicole? Now it's time to practice the vocabulary learned. Are you ready, students?
Yes,
Teacher.
Okay, for this activity, I will present some pictures of movies and you have to tell me the correct genre. Okay, first look at the images and you have 1 minute to analyze them. All right, let's begin. I need volunteers. Paola, could you describe the first movie, please?
Yes, teacher. Okay, let me see. It is a horror movie because there is a lot of blood. Also, it looks very violent and scary.
It look, are you sure?
No, teacher. It looks very violent and scary.
Well done, Paola. Ariel, help me with the second picture.
It is a romantic movie because the couple is in love and they are kissing one another.
Good job. Help me with the following movie, Erica, please.
It is comedy movie because the characters seems to be happy.
Yes, let's analyze what you said, Erica. Something is missing in your sentence. Pay attention and look at my hand. We have 5 fingers and it is comedy movie. What is missing here?
It is a comedy movie.
Yes, it is a comedy movie. Okay, we need an article. Okay, Nicole, it's your turn. Describe the last movie.
Okay, teacher, let me see. It is an animated movie because the characters are unrealistic and there are a lot of cartoons.
Good, thank you so much. Okay, the last activity to finish this class, you have to describe a movie that you like the most using present simple. Okay, you have 5 minutes to complete this activity and let's start. If you have questions, let me know. Okay, let's start. Erica, could you help me with your example?
Yes. I am going to tell you about my favorite movie. It is Brave New World, and one sense in particular comes to mind. 2 of the characters, Linda and her son John, travel to another place, London. He ran to her bed and sit there watching over her. He remembered how she used to be when she were younger, but a group of children spoiled the moment when they start making fun of Linda.
Good job, Erica, but there were two mistakes. Let's see. I will write here in the board what were your mistakes. Okay, here you have. He ran to her bed and sit there watching over her. He ran, it is correct?
He runs?
Yes, he ran because he is third person. The same in sit. He sits because we are talking about him. Okay, the second, he remembered how she used to be when she were younger.
He remembers?
He remembers, yes. And what is missing here? Or what happened with the past?
Was. She was.
Yes, she was, because we are talking about she. Okay, good job, Erica. Okay, okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day.
And now for the strategies. In the first activity, we use the technique of delay corrections. While students work, teachers intend to delay correction or use techniques that will not interrupt the flow of conversation. This technique works well because correction is anonymous and students discuss more errors metalinguistically. It also works well for the free practice section of the lesson plan.
Okay, in the second activity, the teacher asks students some questions about their favorite movies. It is related to the Titanic movie. The first question is, what does he do in the movie? And the students answer, he loving Rose. Then the teacher immediately repeats the same student's answer, but it with rising intonation. Thus, the students repeats the correct sentence. Oh, he loves Rose. So the teacher used echo correcting technique in which the teacher shows the learners that there is a mistake with rising intonation. It's small slips in which the students was able to correct the mistake. Writing practice. Students write sentences in the present simple using the previous vocabulary. The technique used by the teacher are correct code and teacher corrections. So the teacher used letters or symbols to indicate the type of mistake the student made, and this type of correction allows the students to make their own corrections. In the first one I like horror movies, and the teacher put check mark. The second, the Star Wars movie are fantasy. The teacher used B and correct this mistake with is. I like the Avenger Endgame movie. The teacher used TP and the correction is light. It is about action and superhero strong. The correction is WO and the correct way is the strong superheroes.
Here are other strategies to correct the mistakes made during the oral presentation. In the first example, the teacher used echo correction because the student made a mistake and the teacher repeated the mistake with rising intonation, encouraging the student to correct himself or herself. According to the example, the student said it looked very violent and scary. And then the teacher repeated the sentence so that the student could realize the mistake and correct it. So the correct answer is, it looks very violent and scary. In the second example, the teacher used finger correction to show that a mistake has been made. According to the example, the student said it is comedy movie, which is incorrect because the article is missing to complete the sentence. So we need to use an article. So the correct answer is, it is a comedy movie. And the teacher used finger correction to draw attention to the mistake made by the student.
Okay, production. This technique is called reformulating. A teacher corrects the mistake by repeating the utterance correctly without drawing a student's attention to the mistake. The error here is he ran to her bed and sit there watching over her. The correct sentence is he runs to her bed and sits there watching over her.
Thank you, teacher.